Well, welcome back to Monster Train. I almost said welcome back to RuneScape because I had the RuneScape client on my main monitor. No, welcome back to Monster Train, not RuneScape. It's 3 a.m. Oh god, it's 3 a.m. Oh no. Oh, I haven't set Patrick's to upload. I'll be right back. Alright, we're in the clear. I got it uploading now. I meant to do that before I started the recording. Honestly, I should just throw out this intro, but we're gonna roll with it. I feel like the impurities in the intro bring the human quality to this video and these Monster Train recordings. You really see me at, I don't know if I would say my worst, but like, you see me at my not best. As exhibited by yesterday's episode where I was basically just asleep and we made it nonetheless. I'm good today. How you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine. It's very late. I did not stream. I have been working on one project for most of the day. It's kind of an on and off thing. I worked on it. I just got done. It became nighttime, so I grabbed a soda and I started working on it at 10, and I got the feature I was working on to work. It started working probably around 2. And then I was like, oh, let's go. We did it. And then I took a little break because I didn't feel like going right from that into Monster Train. But now it's Monster Train time. What I should have done... Oh god, the yawns are starting. What I should have done is I should have played Patrick's because I wanted to play Patrick's Parabox, but I did not. I really don't have time, is what I'm telling myself, but I spent some of my time playing RuneScape, so, you know. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Great question, great question, great question. I have one I want to talk about that I have basically silently, because I have not spoken about this. I've gone through like a whole character arc with this line of reasoning that I'm going to go into here, and I really just want to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it, and you can weigh in. I feel like I I'm beating around the bush here a little bit. I hesitate to even talk about this topic because I know that, and I trust you guys on YouTube. I would never, this is something that I just don't want to talk about on Twitch these days because I know that it's going to become a nightmare discussion. I've been thinking a lot about the infinite monkeys, infinite typewriter, like infinite time problem. And so when I originally thought about this problem, I was definitely like, oh yeah, if you give them enough time, they're going to write Shakespeare, right? However, recently, and by recently I mean like within the last 2 days or so, I was thinking about it. I want you to understand that I think about this problem probably about every other day. I'll be walking around, or I'll be like getting water or something. I'll just start thinking about the infinite monkeys problem. And so if you don't know, the problem, I should start by declaring the problem is uh, given infinite time and infinite monkeys on infinite typewriters, one of them will eventually produce a full work of Shakespeare. They'll produce like Macbeth or something. I realized recently, and I'll wrap this up quickly because I'm going too long in the intro, but I'll wrap this up quickly. The idea is that it's an infinity problem, and what I realized recently is that because there are infinity combinations, because the monkeys can type the same thing multiple times, I don't believe that they would ever create Shakespeare. That is what the conclusion I came to was. I don't have time to go further with this. I'll talk about it with you in the comments, though. I think a lot of things about this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Is melting Awoken? It's explosive sigil, failure, patient, explosives, sharpen, wicked blaze. If I have time in the first combat, I'll talk about it more because I think it's really interesting. I don't know, it has captivated me lately. But for now, I will pick... So we don't have a Burnout extender, but we do have Wicked Blaze, which is kind of a Burnout extender. However, we have Sharpen, and Sharpen correlates to me wanting to play Harvest a little more. Why does all this matter? If I want to play Harvest, I should play Winged Indulgence. If I want to play one of the other ones, I should play Vapor Funnel. I think I'm going to play Winged Indulgence because I think I want to play Harvest here with a Sweeper. Yeah, I want to play Harvest here. And Sharpen is much better for Harvest. because spikes means that 5/1s are going to die to him in the early game. It's a very strong early game pick. Let me think about the trial, and then I'm going to go back to it. Spike's trial, combat's kind of scary. We have Entombed Explosive, I think it's fine. Alright, I'm going back to the monkeys on typewriter's problem. We've played this combat a million times. You don't need me to talk about it. You know what's going on here. So, I realized that I don't remember when it was that I really came around on this, but I've been thinking about it a lot because I think basically I think it's funny, which is why I started thinking about it. I started spending time thinking about this problem because I thought it was funny. I was like, this is a funny concept, infinite monkeys typing on typewriters, that sounds real silly. And then I spent more time thinking about it, and I really... 15/9 is 29. 29? Oh, plus 4. 33. 28, yeah, okay. Just counting. There's nothing I'm really counting for. I'm just counting if I missed it. I'm counting if I'm off by 9 here, because if I am, then I have to yell at myself for train steward. Meaningless. We should probably take these restores as well. Okay, so what I realized, one constraint that I put on this in my mind, I started putting constraints on this. Things like, so the first one that I put down was, I said to myself, okay, now infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters, I'm just gonna say infinite monkeys from here on. They would never create it because, or they would create it because eventually over infinite time they would create everything. And I realized that I was making an assumption there, which was that the constraint was like the character limit of Macbeth, which I'm still thinking about this in terms of the character limit of Macbeth, but I think that the big thing is a monkey could type A and then it could just type A, like type A, ship it, and then type A again, if that makes sense. Like, you could get duplicate sheets. That's what really threw me off about this, and that's why I have changed my mind about the typewriter monkeys problem. That's where I really turned around for me. I realized that and I went, oh shit, I've been wrong. Oh no. It's not like I talk about this with people though. Anyway, I'm gonna move on now for real, but I think it's really cool. Infinity's neat, and it's fun to think about. So I've done some thinking about this clan pack choice. I was just finishing my monkeys discussion. Dripfall, Wicklash, Draft. I don't want to play Burnout here. That's what this comes down to. And I think that is okay. So I'm going to take Dripfall. Yes, I thought about it for a little extra second there. I think Dripfall is worthwhile. Glimmer, Sting, Restoration Detonation. I am going to take Restoration Detonation. I don't know when the last time I picked Sting was. If you remember back in the day, I used to say, you also looking for an Awoken unit here, Awoken banner for Awoken unit. I used to say you take Sting, Husk Hermit, acceptable. Oh, Husk Hermit's not that good actually. This needs to be Shattered Shell because I have no damage scaling. Well, that's a problem for me to figure out down the line. Maybe I am playing Burnout. Ah, shit. Oh, I should have taken Wicklash. I assumed way too much. Yeah, what I assumed was I was playing Shattered Shell. I did not think about Husk Hermit. That's my mistake. Okay. Let me check the temple. I'm gonna take a Value Stone Sharpen. I'm here. I'm ready. World first. No, yeah, I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. That's the thing. You can't stop me from doing it. And then I'm gonna -1... Probably Restoration Detonation. I was thinking maybe Intrinsic Holdover, but nah. I'm just gonna leave this. I don't want to roll for a -1. I don't want to roll for a +10. I don't want removals. I have plenty of money. I'm going to move on. Invasion Trial is sick. Usually. Should be sick. I can put Husk Hermit in front if I have to. Worst case here, so worst thing here is I should have taken Wicklash basically, because there's a line I accidentally closed off to myself and I did not realize that I had done so. But hey, that -1 makes a really big difference here, because this is Rector usually dies and now it's +3. So the line that I closed off here is not closed off necessarily, right? First of all, whenever I think about Monster Train, I only think about this game in terms of the absolute worst case. At this point, I only think about things in terms of the absolute worst outcomes. And so that's why I am going to speak how I'm going to for the next little bit here. I closed off the line of Paraffin Enforcer Infusion on Husk Hermit, which, you know, is a little presumptuous of me, I realize. A little presumptuous of me to say that I closed off that line, because that assumes A, I'm seeing a Paraffin Enforcer, and B, I'm not seeing a Burnout Extender. I didn't end up grabbing that collector. I think I should have, actually. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I was trying to save myself health. But no, I'm making a lot of assumptions there that I closed off the line. I don't think that I necessarily closed off the line. But we'll see, right? Like, I might not see a Burnout Extender. I might not see Wicklash, more specifically. And then I might have closed off Paraffin Enforcer or Husk Hermit. Oh, hey, it's Wicklash. Alright, cool. So now what it is I should have Wicklash already, and I should be able to take Molten Encasement here. However, that's okay. Does thing get worse in the DLC? Like, I feel like I used to pick this more, just as a card. But, like, I never take this now. I think I take Vine Grasp. I like the ping. Good here. Having a ping is great. Divine Artifact. So, something that I've noticed about the Divine Artifacts lately is that you get them only once on a run. So, I'd prefer to get this later, I think, rather than now. Regardless, I will take the free win on Daedalus with Divine Advanced Prototype. Very cool. Hope for a Husk Hermit, or not a Husk Hermit, hope for a Shattered Shell here. Yeah. So, like, basically all of the closed off talk is completely meaningless because I didn't close anything off. Shattered Shell's right here. Come on, kill me. I'm right here. You know? I think that Quick is very good for Shattered Shell if I see it. I don't see it here. So, my brother, Shattered Shell, he's a 620 if I self-infuse. Intrinsic. I said that, and it sounded like I said that with disgust. Intrinsic is interesting because I think I could play, and I think I will play Intrinsic Dripfall. Because what this does is it means that I don't necessarily have to do Husk Hermit Infusion on Shattered Shell to keep him alive. Now I won't have an infusion for a while, but we look away. I'm basically just taking, because I could have taken plus 25 and I could have taken Husk Hermit Infusion, and I'm taking neither of them because I need to greed. I don't need to greed, I want to greed. I think that also it's important because I have really bad scaling, it's important for Shattered Shell to have an offensive scaling infusion through himself. I think that it does matter in that regard. Vector here. And then the Intrinsic Dripfall, I'm sure you're aware, it's for the Divinity. No doubt about that one. Now, I took this Train Steward Infusion. I guess I may as well play him. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention to you that I forgot to until now. I have multiple notifications on right now for this recording. Not for this recording specifically, but I have like my WhatsApp group chat open right now, and I have like Discord to push notifications to me because I need to be able to respond if my groups need something. I'm basically on call for this video, and I forgot to mention that you might hear a ping, and if you do, it's me. Do not be afraid. I think I'm gonna Wicklash. It's interesting here because I am not scaling Shattered Shell, and I'm not scaling Rector up there, but like I just don't care because I have Divine Advanced Prototype, and these Train Stewards are big. They are extremely large. They're killing everything. So put a Husk Hermit in front. Yeah. And a Restoration Detonation here. Yeah. And a Drag here. And a Drip Ball. That's 200 damage. Not too bad. I'll take it. Acceptable. I'm gonna play these two, and I think the drag goes here to buy you not one more round. Oh, because of the spikes. Wow, the one spike really fucked me up there. Huh. Yeah, and despite my Husk Hermit having very little attack, it doesn't matter because I have already killed Daedalus. Hallowed Halls. That's all. That is a scaling option. I don't like it. I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to play Hallowed Halls here. I think it is probably competent. You're one holdover away from a victory. I'm good. Hold the over, if you will. I don't want it. How about Awoken Hollow Infusion? I think Shattered Shell Infusion is better. I just have to grab a duplicate here and duplicate Shattered Shell. I think it's fine. Paraffin Enforcer is also here. I do want to mention it. And I talked about this line. It is good. I just don't think it's good enough. I'd rather play Shattered Shell Self-Infuse. I'm also just curious about Shattered Shell Self-Infuse. This is draw. I'm just curious to see if it works here. It should, I feel. It should. Yeah. Really had the opportunity though for Paraffin Enforcer if I wanted to. +1 attack per stack of spikes is like, it turns Sharpen into almost Razor Sharp Edge, but without the health requirement, which does actually make a difference to how I feel about it. I mean, you know, Sharpen actually kind of becomes a reasonable damage scaling line here as well then. Becomes a part of the plan. Sharpen gets a seat at the table here. That's what it is, because normally you say, wow, Sharpen, puke emoji. However, now Sharpen is good and cool. And the more that I think about this one, by the way, the more that I feel, oh my god, really? Husk Hermit? I can Dripfall 1 or Shattered Shell. Just drag. I know. Bottom floor is better here, but it is what it is, I suppose. As I was gonna say, this is 100% a run where we want quick. I want quick so that Shattered Shell swings before Rector and gets kills here. There's a lot of attack, or a lot of health on Rector here. Wowie. Oh, Shattered Shell should have been in front of the drag. That's my mistake. I didn't see that. Yeah, look at that Sharpen value, man. What the hell? Hey, Sharpen's nuts. Oh, that Restoration Detonation was bad. Again, I just stole a kill from Shattered Shell for no reason. The infused enemy rolls were, like, unbelievably kind here. Right? Like, ridiculously nice of the game to put all of the infused enemies at the end. Like, look at this. Both of my infused, they're infused heavies, which we want, and they're at the end of the fight instead of the start. Ooh-wee. That's very kind of monstertrain. Go ahead and fire up this drag. 34 damage. Even if he only hits twice, it might matter a lot. Versus, yeah, Party Boy Boss is, he's a big man. However, to be fair, to Party Boy Boss, I don't think he's getting through the absolute wall that Rector is here. I don't think you understand. When I say he's a wall, I mean he's a freaking wall of stats. He's 215 here. That's so much. Yeah. What's more ridiculous here? My Combat 4 boss doing 110 damage in Relentless in, like, what is this? 1, 2, 3. In 4 rounds of combat, that boss, 3 or 4 rounds of combat, I'm not sure. I think it was 3. He did 114 damage. Yeah, that would be right. It would be 3 because he's 34. Is that more ridiculous, or is Rector living through that more ridiculous? I'm not sure. Sacred Wicks Remnant Host, Wicked Blaze. You could actually make a reasonable case for Remnant Host here. I don't think it's terrible. It's a bunch of harvests for Rector. Oh man, you know what would have been really good here? Wickless Baron on the Shattered Shell. That probably would have been sick. Oh well. Anyway, I don't want... Remnant Host is alright. Remnant Host is okay. I don't think it's worth the slot. But, oh no, you know what? It is worth the slot because it's Patient Seraph. Chump blockers are very good into Patient Seraph. I want removals here. Yeah, really I just want removals here. I want to trim the deck of Husk Hermit. Let's see what else we see. Ooh, units get an extra upgrade slot. Very nice. Don't need Memorial Fund. I mean, also you don't buy Memorial Fund. Hell's Banners is... it's okay. I just don't need the energy, really. +5 attack or +5 health. I'm down for +5 attack because Shattered Shell's base attack is going to be 6x2, which is 12. Getting his base attack up to 22 is good. Because it means that baseline, he will kill 15 health enemies, where he does not otherwise. I think it's worth the money. It's also, it doesn't put me under any money thresholds, right? That's the other thing. 215 is enough for me to reroll the next shop and buy one major upgrade. Plus, if I want to, and I do want to, I can just take these boons. We'll do our infusion here and go to 85, and then we will take 15 at this temple. Or, actually, maybe we will take... oh, I can't do it with 10, right? I was gonna say, maybe we'll just take a sharpen duplicate here. That might be good. Maybe I go over for sharpen duplicate. I don't know. Maybe. I'm crazy. You never know what I'm gonna do. We have one chance. Ooh, pardon me. One chance for holdover. I gotta say, I'm tired tonight, but it's a different kind of tired. Like, I'm yawning, and I'm definitely, I could sleep, but I am not as I was last night. I can feel it, but I'm also not too bad off here. You will die and give me a free harvest. I hope to draw Vine Grasp and pull the harvest enemy up to the front, yeah. Now, sadly it means I missed the collector, but I would prefer to keep my Pyre Hearth because I'm at 56. Now, depending on how much I am afraid... play Greg here. I think it's worthwhile. Depending on how much I'm afraid, maybe I was supposed to go to the magic shop in the last ring. God, I keep doing this to myself. I play dregs, I play these units, and then I lose the ability to play things like Entombed Explosive. Now, I don't think Entombed Explosive helps me that much here, but still. Because, like, the damage... 26... no, you know, it might have made a difference. Oh well. And also, Restoration Detonation doesn't kill because... I think that for Entombed Explosive to make a difference, I would need to be able to play Restoration Detonation and Entombed Explosive, which I cannot. Alas. Okay. Well, I suppose that I thought to myself that the Spell Shield was not going to make a difference because I don't have spells that do damage, but I do have a few, and it is going to make some difference. Ooh, that guy might kill me. Whoa, that might just kill me. Oof, buddy, that's not good. That is not good. I don't think he does 5 hits, so I can play a drag here as well and give him a Wicklash, and that'll cut the damage down by... I think I'd take like 30 here from this enemy. A great point here that, yeah, my damage scaling is too slow sadly, there is nothing I can do about that. My damage scaling is too slow because I don't have the infusion done yet, and I don't have the infusion done yet because I low rolled. Like the temples, that's all there is to it. I did not roll well on the temples, and that is why I do not have my infusion done yet. Oh, hey, do I kill Selfing Harpy? Selfing Harpy does a lot of damage. Do I have the damage here? Oh my god, I don't have the damage. Oh my goodness, I am dying. This is terrible news. So 30, 30 is 60, 30 is 90, and then you'll be at 99. It's like I need to get Shattered Shell one more attack, but even that's not enough, right? Play Sharpen and get to 618. I'm replaying this fight. You can't stop me. That's the thing. I'm gonna play it back. I want to... I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do something. It's just tough because the enemies are harvests as well, and so there's this conflict. Again, I will play this. I'll play most of this similarly. I think that I didn't respect an enemy. Okay, so what I actually want to consider doing here is... You know what I want to consider doing here? I want to consider not playing... I mean, okay, so this is a little bit of... okay, so here's the problem. This is a problem of I know what my next turn draw is, and I know how this combat plays out, and I am, in a sense, you could argue I am changing how I am, like, I'm changing my playing of the combat based on knowledge, right? So here's the thing. This tank hits me for... If I let him walk up, he hits me for 18. Okay, never mind. This is an easy choice. I was gonna say, maybe there's a world where I'm supposed to not root this enemy and play Entombed Explosive, and the reasoning there would be, well, I know Entombed Explosive I am likely to draw next turn, and I'm gonna need it to help me here. But stopping this tank is more important than stopping this tank. It is better to ensnare. I think I don't play Dreg, though. I think I do utilize what I have learned to... Or I could Wicked Blaze a Dreg. I don't know if I did this last time. 29. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. He goes here. That's 85 damage. Oh, I think this Dreg is pretty good. And he's +1 burnout. He's worth it. Yeah, I mean, he makes... This Dreg makes a difference in the tank dying. Now he only dies in 1 instead of 2. Unfortunately, we have to deal with this guy. I don't know how I deal with him. I have Entombed Explosive coming up, but that doesn't really help. I suppose I don't do anything. Yeah, because playing Entombed Explosive just hits this defender, and I will not be able to kill it. So, I'm just gonna end my turn. I won't die. And our real goal here is to keep Rector from taking 1,000,000 damage and then losing. Playing the Dreg here means I take more damage from this tank. He has 105 walking up, which is 4 hits. I take 40 now. So, better to play the Dreg behind because of this tank. It is an extremely hard combat to defeat. And it's only because my infusion didn't happen that this is difficult. The draw is different here. Interesting. Nobody gets a swing out. What a shame. But yeah, this combat's only hard because my scaling's fucked up, and my scaling's fucked up because I did not... Well, that's not sharpen. Alright, I mean, now I'm just dead for sure. However, and this is pretty important, I think I was going to die anyway. So I'm not going to reset. We're just going to play a new run, and I'm going to be up until like 5 a.m. tonight. It's okay. I don't believe that 86 health Rector was ever going to tank enough for this self-made harpy to die anyway. So I don't really mind this one. I think that this is a defeat of basically just I rolled bad on temples and lost. You know, maybe I was supposed to kill him with Shadow Shell here. Whatever. I'm gonna go on. I think that this run is 100% okay if I did not roll the temple luck the way that I did. It is a shame, and game sucks. I think that's just bad luck. Because you self-infuse Shattered Shell scales faster, probably win the run. Maybe I needed to remove more cards so that I could play more Sharpens instead to scale faster as well. You could argue that as well. It's okay. I don't disagree. It is perhaps true. I'm gonna click both boards. I don't have Sharpen in this start, yeah. I'll take Votive Key. It's good. We're gonna play Burnout. I also think that I could have just played... you could have just played the Paraffin Enforcer line here, and that's probably better. I just wanted to play the Self-Infused Shattered Shell line. However, it didn't happen. It was not meant to be. You take Spike's Trial, it's fine. I guess, like, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But also, I'm gonna be mad about it for a while. Not mad, just, like, unhappy, I guess is the better term. I'm not angry, I'm just not happy. It's a run that doesn't feel good to lose. I mean, no run of Monster Train at this point in my time playing this goddamn game feels good to lose. I'm never happy to lose a run because I've played so much of it. However, nonetheless, Spike probably wins this. Yeah. It's a run that that run is just a run that I lost because I played the wrong line, pretty much, is how it feels. Permafrost Whiplash is cool. Large Stone Drag is probably better, because I am most likely playing a Burnout line. I'm down for a -1 Sharpen. That card's pretty decent. Huh? Awoken Banner. Endless plus 25. Endless is just awful. Animus of Speed, Vine Mother. Wow. Monster Train. Are we gonna have a problem here? I will take Vine Mother. Plus 30 is decent on Restoration Detonation. I'm not gonna take so many pack shards this run though. Like, I'm okay. It's not worth it. It's really just not worth it. I should look ahead at the temples to see if I'm getting got again. Because it does matter. It really does matter. I need to know because I think that... what's wrong? This clan combo has bad scaling. That's what's wrong here. And that's what's wrong with the last run. Within the clan, your scaling is not very good. I probably should have grabbed that collector. I was trying to stop this 1 damage, but that's not worth it. Yeah, within this clan, you have bad scaling options. You have good scaling options, but I didn't hit Razor Sharp Edge. And so I had to play around what I was going for, but what I was going for there was if I get past Combat 5, I'm gonna win because I'm going to trim the deck and be fine. But I didn't, so here we are, on a new run. I already took a draft for the infusion, I'm not gonna take another. Endless Entombed Explosive is like... takes up a draw slot. This is not a bad card though. Yeah, I think Endless Entombed Explosive is fine. Plus 10 Sting, Permafrost Sharpen, -1 Preserve Thorns is very good. I will play Paraffin Enforcer. Plus 25 Paraffin Enforcer. That's fine. That's alright. I don't have anything I care to duplicate, so I'm going left. Probably Split Anvil. We have Mortal Entrapment. Yeah, I mean, it's never infused mallet. The question is split anvil or skip. It's not like, do I want infused mallet here? Infused mallet is dirt. There's a large stone shattered shell here. Now, I think it's bad. I think you can't play large stone with Paraffin Enforcer because it's very important that you play 2 Paraffin Enforcer. That matters a lot. So I will skip because I'm not playing Quickthorn Hollow. Intercell, Cheater's Hand, Faulty Loader. I could play Cheater's Hand. I think that Cheater's Hand actually makes this pretty good. And I'll take Heaven's Gold. Okay. Lots of relics. Cheater's Hand. So what are we gonna do with Cheater's Hand? We're gonna hold Burnout cards for when I need them. The real question is, and I want you to note here, I want you to note this one down, put this one in your logs. I am intentionally placing Rector on bottom floor every time I do it because we want to make use of Votive Key. We're placing Rector on the bottom floor because I want him to die and come back to life. Put the draft away, I suppose. Yeah. Because what I want to do here... What I want to do here is I want Rector to die and then come back at full health, and then I can lock him up in Relentless. That's the big piece you may be missing here. He's gonna walk up the floors in Relentless. Can't play this draft. I mean, I guess I can. It's likely that I will not need to do that, by the way. Very likely that I will not need to walk the floors in Relentless, but I want to have the option to. This is all fine. No problems here. Fine Mother is contributing to the run. I do have to give her that. She is definitely here. Absolutely existing. An armor gain palace. Now it is bad for Rector to die because he's going to lose his rage. So how do I lose this so heavily? Does it not feel like Burnout Rector is meant to just 1v1 this boss? He doesn't win it? Oh, he runs out of health. Or he runs out of Burnout. What the hell? My man doesn't win this with a Paraffin Enforcer. And all the rounds? Am I overestimating Burnout Rector's value? Maybe I am. Pullover Unleash doesn't sound very good. I don't need healing with Votive Key that much. Formless Child? Sounds pretty awful. Shard Channeler? I'm okay. Big Slug. Big Sludge, but he's ready for battle. How sad that none of these have multi-strike. If any of these units had multi-strike, I would be clicking them right now. I don't love Big Sludge here. Harvest Rage 5, it's just not gonna be as good as Paraffin Enforcer, I don't feel. Sorry, Big Sludge. Probably it's a draw. I'm just gonna click it. It's late and now I'm like, I'm in the first run of any Monster Train episode, I give Monster Train my full attention and I give it my best shot. If I lose at 30 minutes in Combat 5 to something that I feel is uncool from Monster Train, I lose my desire to really sit down and work through the run, and instead I just kind of do what feels right. And that's where we are now. I'm ready. I was ready to go to bed about now, actually. So, Monster Train, you've disrespected me, and now I will be disrespecting you. I will operate on the assumption that I'm just going to do what I feel is right here. Sadly, nothing feels right here. There's no multi-strike. Everything kinda looks terrible. Let's go. If I don't see a multi-strike, so it's a question of... I'm just gonna go. But it's a question of if I don't see multi-strike, I'm thinking... I died for this recently. I can take it. So I'm thinking... And I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, right? And I am definitely here thinking. I'll play a drag, there's no reason not to. We should play Preserve Thorns as well. What am I thinking about? Well, I'm thinking that if I miss... I can miss multi-strike in this run. And at this point of the run, I do have to start thinking about what I'm going to do if I miss multi-strike, right? There's a few options that we can follow through on. Also double heavies, oh god. Oh geez, buddy. That's not great, because I don't have spells. That's not going to feel very nice. That's going to hurt. Ah, they died of the spikes. I mean, there's nothing I can do about this damage, I fear. I just have to take it. I can do a little bit. You don't matter to me. Ah, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. If I play Entombed Explosive, I can kill the defender, and then I only take this much damage, which is 6 times 4. I only have to take 24 here. Ooh. That doesn't look like 24. That looked like 12. Oh, I have Heaven's Gold. Of course I have Heaven's Gold. These fights are always so close. What the hell? This dude lives at 8? He lives at 8. If I get 1 regen and the boss dies. This fight, that combat would not... I would get slaughtered there if it weren't for Sharpen, by the way. Thanks, Sharpen. Hold over engulfed in smoke is pretty nuts. That's just the defensive plan. Hold over and snare, also pretty nuts. This is a deck that can go too far in the draw direction. Okay, so now I'm here and I have to think. Okay, so what is the thought? Let me tell you about it. The good line is 2 multi-strike self-infused Paraffin Enforcers. That's the good line. And if I want to follow that line, I need to go to the Hellvent. However, if I miss multi-strike, which I shouldn't, there's 2 steel shops, I'm going to assume, I'm going to give myself a luxury here. I'm just going to give myself a luxury here. I'm going to assume that I don't miss multi-strike in 3 shops in this run. And if I do, I'm just going to go, damn, that sucks. I lost. Too bad. There is a line you can follow, I think, that involves, like, you use a draft infusion for multi-strike and we mess around with Cheater's Hand. I'm going to operate on the assumption that I am not that unlucky tonight. And we are going to do Paraffin Enforcer onto Paraffin Enforcer. This is also where the Cheater's Hand comes into play. We can use Cheater's Hand to cheat, basically. You can argue that the -2 I put on that is wrong. You can definitely make a case because I have Split Anvil, and the 2 energy may end up being worth more. However, that's fine. However, and this is important, I don't care. But that sounds dismissive, but the answer is actually I don't care. Why is it I don't care? Well, why don't I care, I guess is the question. And the answer is because what cards am I playing because of the 2 energy Split Anvil? Restore. So the potential loss here is minimal. I'm losing out on the ability to play like 3 restores. Oh no. And in the bad cases, like here for example, oh god. It's okay, they're both endless. Neither of you have rage. Indeed. Just stealth up. In the bad cases like this one, if I did not do the value stone, I would not have gotten to play the entombed explosive here. I guess I'm just thinking about it for no reason. Let's pick an enemy and put him in jail. Actually, what we can do is we can hold the tank here. We can hold this frontliner here and then put them. Wow, I drew a lot of cards because of holdover and yeah, endless there on that turn. Oh, I missed the smoke. Right, but we can basically make this clip defender their own wave, is what I was going to say. It's tough. This is all very tough, I think. Stealth. Not getting harvest, but let's... No, rooting this guy is so bad. Turns out okay, but like... Terrible idea. Times 3. Yeah. It's fine. Fuck you, self-made harpy. Hate you. Burnout is the problem, isn't it? Keep the guy who has higher burnout alive. Entombed explosive is worth 150. That's worth. It's a burnout problem more than anything else. I should definitely do something about it, but I don't have anything I can really do about it. Just don't burn out. You know, it's easy. I'm sitting up. I'm entering pay attention mode here. I want this run to end. I wish to go to bed. Monster train. This just wasted. The mortal entrapment is just absolutely wasted here. I'll have 4 rounds of stealth. I will have no burnout, and then I will die. Well, I should have cheaters handed a purifying cleanse. I could say, well, that's an out, but like I can win that fight. I was just I started to really lose focus there. Let's pay attention. Ugh, monster train. Ugh, it's so much work to play this game. It's such a nightmare. I am being facetious. It is not such a nightmare. I do think that I want to hold the Paraffin Enforcer one more turn here. I am not supposed to play him on this turn. I don't know if I did that last time. I probably did that last time. I don't really remember. Let me fire this Master of Light up. No, I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna put away Purifying Cleanse here because I don't care about Rector that much. I don't need him to start building Rage yet. Stealth up, Sting, Root goes here. Explosive goes here, heal, sure, whatever. Maybe I should care about Rector, but I care about Rector in so much that I care he's going to fight the boss. This card draws itself. I think I need to stop playing Entombed Explosive. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think I need to stop Entombed Explosive. Oh, also, let's just throw these dregs out. Wait, really? Oh, it's 15 by 3? Yeah, really? I think I hamstrung myself because I was not paying attention to that, and I need to pay it more attention, basically, is how it goes here. I wasn't paying attention to my burnout numbers. Well, I need to root the tank here. Yeah, I do also need to not get smoked by the Quill Marksman. I need to not let this enemy hit me for 45. I'm taking damage to Pyre here, and it's intentional. Need to not get smoked. I can do it. I just have to play Paraffin Enforcer. He's gonna die, but that's okay, because then I'll get him back. Yeah. Go sting, sting, sharpen. Alright. We got 6 burnout stocked up on Rector now instead of the 2 I had last time. Put away Vine Mother. This deck definitely feels like it draws too many cards. I am going to get rid of Vine Mother. Almost certainly. 528. And we give you 1 more Purifying Cleanse. 1 more Engulfing Smoke with the Paraffin Enforcer helping. And there you go. It would be unfair of me to just end the episode in that fight. Maybe I'm not getting rid of Vine Mother. I took a water break while I just pressed skip on all of those cards. I don't want any of that. All of that's bad. Show me multi-strike, please, monstertrain. Game sucks. Alright. I'm gonna start getting rid of dregs. This draft? I've done the infusion. This draft is gone. I could keep him and then play him. No, he's large stone. He's too big. I don't want this money. I remember thinking about this. I remember working this out. I'm gonna buy a number of removals here. I know it lowers my attack, but like, give me 21 cards. I need burnout extension. I need enough burnout to not die to the boss, and then we should be fine. Because Rector, with enough stealth, will win. But he has to not burn out. Go away, Paraffin Enforcer for the replay. Now, Vine Mother does do something. But she's not endless, and that's good. I don't want her to come back after death. I don't want to have to play her again. And as we're cycling, we're juggling our burnout here. Playing our draw next turn cards. We are out here. Okay. I'm using the explosive to carve through here on the bottom floor. Sorry, it is like extremely hard to figure out what I'm supposed to put away there. All of that looks terrible. Okay, so I'm going to ignore Paraffin Enforcer here. That's the plan. Paraffin Enforcer, haven't heard of him. And the logic is I will just replay him with Endless, and I will scale Rector's burnout, and I will scale Rector's attack. That's the plan. How in the world do they not die here? Oh, because they got triple armor. It's okay, I have stings. Eventually that's gonna kill. You know it. I do wish to play stealth, and if that doesn't kill, then we root the enemy that lives. Sharpen up, I suppose. Goodbye, drag. Now I draw a lot of cards. I need my Vine Mother to die faster. She's taking too long. I stealthed the tomb. Ugh. Yeah, it's not great. Because it's just gonna stay there now. Forever. Or I have to abstain from a round of stealth. pretty bad either way. What were these? Yeah. Okay. I will just root the enemy. I should play stealth. Yeah, I'll stealth Vine Mother. Pop off, Vine Mother. You got this. Eventually, Mortal Entrapment is going to be playable. Somewhere down the line. I think I have enough to kill this enemy. This card does 50. There you go. And we can root here. Sadly, I can't play Stealth top floor yet, but that's okay. I do have a bit of a debt built up on the top floor in terms of I have many enemies. Mortal Entrapment is playable finally. That's exciting. I lose the ability to play Entombed Explosive. Oh, and Paraffin Enforcer. So probably not. I don't think so. I don't want to play Paraffin Enforcer in front so that Rector gets the rage, but I think he's better in the back. Look at all this armor these waves have. That's so much armor. Anyway, I said I was gonna go fast, but I have slowed down, I fear. Entombed Explosive does nothing. Ensnare does also very little, I feel. Ensnare actually hurts me because if I ensnare this heavy, I'm going to get smoked by this wave. So, I'll ensnare fell. Gotta have a little bit of foresight there and just say, yep, I'll take the damage. That's okay, I'll take it. Up to 11 burnout. Up to 14 burnout. Just root this tank now and never have to face him. I should kill Fel here, no problem. Rector's got plenty of attack. He's got plenty of stealth. Huh. That's not good. I guess I actually do not win. That Entombed Explosive play, man. Like, it's just... I stole 4 stealth from myself. I should have 4 more stealth here. Now I have to play the combat again. Oh my god. What am I doing to myself? This is real suffering. But I can't... Like, that combat, I can't end on that, but I have all of this shit. And I just want to go to bed at this point. I'm so tired, but I keep making mistakes. It's a cascading problem. I make mistakes because I'm tired, and now I'm tired, and I'm tired because I make mistakes, and it just compounds on itself at this point. I want to play these. I just have to not stealth the tomb. It's not that hard. Fel rages or armors these guys up. The thing that's killing me here is, of course, you know, I know, the thing that's killing me here is having to confirm. Like, it's just too much for the mental. Oh, I was playing the Entombed Explosive down here. That's what it was. It's far too taxing on the mental to have to confirm Cheater's Hand, I fear. Like, it just ruins my deductive capabilities. Devote my time to thinking about that. I don't want to. Reserved Thorns. Yeah, that looks right. Stealth first, then Ensnare. I mean, then Ensnare doesn't really matter. Then Entombed Explosive. Oh, this explosive does nothing. He should be down here. Or he should be in government. Am I right, fellas? Oh, God, I'm good at this. Oh dear. Fear, don't do it, me. I almost did it again. I'm gonna give a bunch of armor here. I'm basically just gonna take the hits. I don't think rooting here is worthwhile. I should keep the holdover, I guess. But like, I don't know. I do draw a lot of cards now, so it's kind of tough. Oh, please. Now we're at 5. Yeah, until Paraffin Enforcer proves himself worthwhile, which is to say until he gets multi-strike, I don't think I will be... I don't think I'll be giving him, or like committing to him in any way. That's what I'm trying to say there. Thank you, Heaven's Gold, for making me not take 1,000,000. Now if I lose this time around, it was all for nothing. If I lose here, I did all this rebuilding of the run for no reason, which would be very bad news. But you can point to any number of mistakes I've made here. That might be a mistake. It's not. I have a team of stings to handle it. 8 stealth. Is 8 stealth enough? It isn't. Oh my god. About 10. Alright. I mean, this was just unwinnable, I guess. Are you kidding me? I don't win here? I guess one more Purifying Cleanse. I needed the way to give Paraffin Enforcer more time. Maybe I'm not playing this again. I'm done with Monster Train for today. 195 health fell. Yeah. Barely missed the kill. Oh god. So in the first run, I got fucked over by my own plan, but it was something I did to myself. It was just, if you want to win that run, just play the Paraffin Enforcer line. It's easy, it's fun, it's fine. This run, I don't know. You can't see, but I shrugged my shoulders. I don't know. I needed more Burnout extenders. I needed like Spell Chain Purifying Cleanse. I needed Double Stack Purifying Cleanse. I needed... so this run loses. You know what loses this run for you? There's a very important thing that happened on this run. And the thing that happened on this run is I went to 2 steel shops and did not get stronger. And I said that was how I was going to play the run, and I played the run that way. If you go to the magic shops, you can upgrade your Purifying Cleanse. And if you upgrade your Purifying Cleanse with Double Stack or Holdover, then you'll have enough Burnout to not have... You can support both, and that's cool. Anything else? No, I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.